Hey, good evening, everybody. I'm doing my quick reaction and recap to the Jake Paul fight last Friday. Okay, sorry it's been like what? 4 days. Just got busy. Had to work all week with a broken finger. Today was exceptionally busy. Hard to do my work with one hand. But anyway, got to give my opinion, got to give my recap to the Jake Paul, Anthony Joshua boxing bout that went down Friday night. Okay, first off, I'm a Jake Paul fan. A lot of people hate him. A lot of people are happy that he got beat up and got knocked out. Okay, and yeah, it is what it is. Okay, unless you've ever done any boxing at a higher level, or box some rounds with a high-level amateur or a professional boxer, you don't understand really what it's like to try to survive, because you could die in there. It's dangerous, it's scary, and it hurts. Okay, getting busted up is no joke. Okay, people are talking shit, saying that he wrestled. Yeah, he shot a bunch of double leg takedowns. Okay, he did that in survival mode. Okay, not to get busted out. Okay, it wasn't illegal. It looked kind of stupid, but we got to take a closer look on Anthony Joshua, the guy that he picked to fight. Okay, Jake he's done real good with his career. You know, I admire him for making all that money and actually stepping up. Okay, and then fighting the guys he has fought. Okay, now he calls out a heavyweight in his prime. You know, 36 years old, 6'6", 250 pounds, gold medalist, two-time heavyweight world champion, boxing guy, boxer. It was a bad pick, okay? But when it's all said and done, old Jake Paul wins 6 rounds with that guy, okay? Even Anthony Joshua said he's very unhappy with the outcome. It was a win, but he feels that he should have done much better, like got him out of there in 1 or 2 rounds. Okay, he lasted 6 rounds. Francis Ngannou got slept in the 2nd round. Okay, Jake Paul never stopped fighting. He always kept trying. Okay, he tried to get up. Even when he was out, he tried to get up. And he kept trying to throw down. Okay, he went out on his shield. You got to give credit where credit's due. You got to take your hat off to the guy. He is a legitimate tough son of a bitch. Okay, he made the walk. Okay, we're not going to talk about how much money he made. We'll talk about that in a second. But he prepared and then made the walk from Tank Davis, who's 5'4", a quick switch round to Anthony Joshua, who's 6'6", 250 pounds. Okay, that was a scary guy to box with. Okay, we're talking about boxing here, not wrestling, not MMA. Okay, just like I said, if you've done any boxing, you know that it's just a whole nother game when you're in there with somebody much bigger, much better, and much more experienced than you. Okay, it's a serious ass game. Can't even call it chess. Okay, it's like life or death, do or die. And it's no joke. Okay, a lot of people were talking a little shit, saying like he's gonna get killed. Okay, it's gonna end his boxing career. Okay, I kind of overlooked that. Like in my mind, it's like, yeah, people get knocked out. What's the worst thing? Getting knocked out one time, or losing a bad beat up in boxing. It's everyday boxing, but he did get hurt. Okay, he has serious injuries from this, and it could possibly be the end of Jake Paul's fighting career. Okay, they got to watch and see how his jaw gets healed up before they could sanction him to fight again. It might be too dangerous. Get busted again, right? He's got to get like 4 or 5 teeth implanted, you know, drinking out of a straw. He's like in bad shape. He knows down deep inside he was hurt bad, right? Of course, he's going to live, but his career could possibly be over. Okay, he went out on his shield. He went out like a man. He went out and did the damn thing. And it took it like a man. All right? So we don't really know what's going to be going on with Jake Paul now. We got to see how his face heals. He had 2 double fractured jaw. He's got a bunch of teeth. He's got to get. They had to get pulled out or got busted out. Okay, all from one big power shot. It's like there's your heavyweight division. Okay, with the prime heavyweight. Okay, it is what it is. Okay. They say he made 92 million. Okay, other reports say 122 million. So the payoff was good. And I know a lot of people that would say they would take that Mississippi ass whooping for 92 mil or 120 mil. Okay. As far as I can remember, boxing has always been like the highest paid combat sport that you can do. That's why everybody's leaning towards the boxing, the sweet science. Now we have Logan Paul, the Paul brothers. There's rumors going around saying he wants to fight Anthony Joshua now, kind of like to get revenge for his brother. Okay, I like Logan Paul too. He's got all that money. Bad idea. It's like leave Anthony Joshua alone. In the boxing world, guys, leave that big son of a bitch to himself. Okay, you're gonna end up being right in a hospital bed right next to your brother with another broken jaw. Okay, challenge him to like an MMA fight or a WWE match or some kind of something like that. Leave the boxing guy, leave that guy to his ring alone, Logan. Okay, leave that. Let him fight Tyson Fury. Okay, let the 2 big giants put hands on each other in their ring. That's their ring, right? So maybe if Jake Paul does come back, I'd like to see him get in there with somebody at maybe the 185 pound. I think that fight had a lot to do with size. You know, some people say that. Some people just think he sucked, but nah, he was in there throwing and he was in there surviving. Okay, you got to survive that shit, man. Okay, that's a horrifying guy to be across the ring from with some 10-ounce gloves. Trust me when I tell you that. I'm just glad I got out of it without placing the bet that I did. Okay, I was going to place a substantial bet on Jake Paul to win just because I like him and I admire him and I respect him for what he's accomplished. And I kind of thought Anthony Joshua could get beat by a smaller guy. You know, I was going to put a large amount on there until I seen a post on my Instagram or somewhere on social media that Drake dropped $200K on Jake Paul to win. Boom. Shut down my bet. That's the Drake curse. You can't go with the Drake curse. I knew Paul was going to lose after I saw that bet, and he did. So I shut down the big bet. I dropped a nickel down on my boy Abiam at work. Okay, I gave him his nickel bag. Okay, so what? So what? I enjoyed the fights. It really showed what a warrior Jake Paul really is to go out on his shield like that. Let's see if he comes back, and I'm gonna follow him. I'm gonna keep up with that guy. His face is all swollen out, man. His head's wrapped up. There's some shit wrong with his ankles. I don't know. He popped an ankle. It seemed like in the fight he couldn't even walk on one of his feet. I didn't even know what was going on with him. You know, he just physically stayed in there as long as his body would allow him to go. Okay, went out to the end, hung in there for 6 rounds, a bigger, better, stronger, better boxer, and he made the walk and showed the world that he's down to fight somebody bigger, better, and stronger than him. So all the haters out there, yeah, you got what you wanted. Hey, Jake Paul gave you what you want. You got to see him get badly knocked out and beat up, okay? But you got to remember, he was the man that made the walk. He's the one that did it. He put it all out on the line, okay? And we'll just wait to see where he goes from there. Okay, real quick, honorable mention, old Anderson Silva got a nice knockout with Tyrone Woodley. I was talking to my friend at work today about it. He did a little up kick, like he lifted his leg. Okay, this is boxing, right? And I told him that split second leg lift, that split second got Tyrone Woodley's attention, and he got caught with that long uppercut. Knockout. Oh, sneaky Anderson Silva pulled off a nice win. I was pretty happy to see him do that at the age of 50. And now he says he's going to become a Beverly Hills police officer, and he's going to start soon. Good for old Anderson Silva. I've watched that guy from the beginning. His legendary battles with the one and only American gangster Chael Sonnen. And we all know who Uncle is. Okay, good to see Andy staying in shape. He looks phenomenal shape for 50. That being said, that was my quick recap and my take on the Jake Paul fight. Okay, let's wish the guy well. Hope he recovers. He's got a lot of recovering to do, you guys. A whole lot. Okay, I got to get going. You guys have an amazing day. Amazing evening. Tomorrow's going to be nothing but rain, so dress warm. Peace out.